Through this really quickly, folks, because I just finished with a 20-minute documentation download. Like I told you guys, I was going to provide shocking documentation of the crimes against freedom of speech, free association, free thought, free movement, the U.S. Constitution, the color of law, all of that, right? All of that and myself. So let's go over this one more time. First page you are looking at, it's the arrears. And the reason there are arrears is because, folks, I'm disabled. I have muscular dystrophy. That is my sole source of income. Try to receive revenue from Google. They've made that impossible. Try to receive revenue from my website, my news site, the ACP through and through Red Meat Links, or the anti-COINTELPROShow.com. The Z Nation has made that impossible. And in collusion with the AG's office of Texas, the Child Support Division, Chase Bank, one of the big three financial institutions of the Z Nation, they have colluded to shut me down and silence me for good. So this first page, their arrears, and the date you're looking at is July 26, 2009. Now these arrears were simply because I knew we were going to court. I always pay my child support. It's my first responsibility, and I take it very seriously. That's why, if you look a little further down, all of these arrears have been released. The court finds and confirms that the Attorney General has relinquished any further claims of those arrears, because guess what? They were paid. Look a little further down, child support judgment after release, 0. We're going to move through this pretty quickly, because I'm not sure how much they're going to let me say. Like I said, I've already been through this once, and there was no audio when I finished. And I've been doing this for a while. I know when somebody has hacked into my system. The second page, you'll find a medical support judgment on arrears. If you look a little further down, that $582.72, it looks like, well, those have been released again. And after the release, the Attorney General finds that the amount is 0 that I owe on medical support. Okay. Third page. Third page. You'll see the third page are 7 of 15 of the order that was signed on December 27th of 2009 by the representative of the AG's office, my ex and myself. Says, guess what? Modification of support order, meaning the child support order has been terminated, because at that time, after all of the arrears were paid in a lump sum on medical and child support, the Social Security Department, because I'm disabled, picked up those, started picking up the child support payments. And they've been paying them because I have been disabled and have no other income. So that's what's going on. Page 4 are 15 of 15 in the order, you'll see, and I hope I have sufficiently whited out all the pertinent information to protect the innocent. I know, that's a laugh. So there's the AG's representative's name at the top. There's my ex's name on the left, and there's my name on the right, with all supporting signatures have been signed. That order was terminated, folks, in 2009. So what's going on? The Z Nation, a day after, and it's weird. It's so weird that it happened a day after I came after Alex Jones, just like every single one of my terminations, folks, from my YouTube channel. Terminated 3 times, and 3 times I directly traced the malicious accusations right to Alex Jones. Well, since I document everything, I showed Google the documentation that I wasn't spamming Jones, that I made one comment, not a duplicate comment, one comment, and I screen capped that comment because I know what he does because he did it 2 times before. So the 3 times that he pulled that dirty trick, 3 times my channel came back. Another 4th time, somebody else pulled a dirty trick or attempted to pull a dirty trick, but I document everything. Screen cap everything and put it in a nice little external file so that I can access it at a later date and not anybody else. So whenever I present this documentation, they're kind of blown away and they rescind back under their rocks like the snakes they are. So that's exactly what happened. Now you've seen the documentation of the completely illegal, the egregious, erroneous act outside the judicial restraints that they're supposed to put on themselves, and that being actual orders that were signed by all of the concerned parties and the representative, of course, of the AG's office. But that doesn't mean anything, because what they're trying to do is completely stop my ability to even hire an attorney to fight this. And that's exactly why, folks, on top of the illegal $3,000 that they froze in my account, and that's the AG, that's his representatives there at the Child Support Division. And you clearly saw for yourself, folks, there are no child support orders. There is no money owed. So they're using a terminated order to try to silence me for good. Not only that, but they have colluded with one of the big 3, that being Chase Bank, to put a $4,875 hold on top of the $3,000 hold that was illegally ordered by the state of Texas. Chase Bank did this. Chase Bank put another $4,875 on top of the illegal hold to make sure that I could never pay it. To make sure, and that's why I told you in the last transmission, I'm not sure. Well, I'm sure. I'll never have another Chase Bank account. I'll never have another bank account with any of the big banks that are controlled directly by the Rothschild banking cartel. Never. If I ever do pay this off, well, I'm going to open up a credit union account, a local credit union account that is not attached in any way, shape, form, or fashion to any of the big banks. I've already verified this. Yeah, it takes $5 to open an account for a credit union, okay? That's what I'm going to do. Just like everything else in my life that didn't work, I cut it out. Everything that was attacking me and trying to throw roadblocks in the way of literal truth incarnate, and that's myself, Joe Wayne, in the ACP 313. Folks, if you want to join the fight, and by the way, before I let you go, I need to thank MT. MT, thank you so much. You know who you are. That's Michael. Oh, I hope I get this right. Michael Thurland or Michael Thurherd. It's MT. Michael, thank you, brother. You know who you are. Denise James, thank you, sister. Denise sent me $5 the other day. And the doctor, and I can't pronounce his name, he sent me $20, as did Michael send me $20. And a lot of you people may think, that $5 here or $20 there doesn't mean anything, but it does. It means hope. That's what it is. Hope for the future. Hope that we can beat back the scourge of humanity once and for all. And that scourge, folks, and you know it and I know it, are the Zionists, right? And I don't care if you're in the mainstream. Well, if you're in the mainstream media, number one, you have the Zionist stamp of approval that you're going to be a good boy, you're going to be a good girl, and you're not going to speak any truth about the Zionists and their agenda to destroy the republic for which we should stand, never kneel, and never lay down. So, the other day, they got rid of a leftist, yesterday. Have you guys ever heard of Dr. Lamont Hill? He's a black, he used to be on CNN all the time. He used to be on Fox News all the time. Now he's on CNN, not MSNBC, not Fox News so much, but he's on CNN, or he was on CNN until he had the audacity to speak some truth about the Zionists. And that's one thing you have to know, folks. In the Zionist Fight Club, you don't talk about the Zionist Fight Club. You don't mention the Zionist Fight Club. And we've had a couple of leftist journalists, from the left side of the owned opposition that had the audacity to mention the word Zionist and call them out for what they are. Okay? Well, he's banned from CNN now, and I'm sure they'll try to make it impossible for him to see the light of day ever again in mainstream media. And they will, because that's what they do. They cheat because they can't compete. They lie because they're liars. They have to lie because if we ever knew their true agenda, right? And it's the same agenda. I mean, watch my Khazarian playlist, right? If they'll let you watch it, it's all about their agenda and why they are doing what they are doing and why they have to control the media. Because if you control the messenger and you control the message, then you control who hears it and how they respond to it. You control them literally. When you control the flow of information, you control the people. They're losing that control, folks, because of people like me. Not because of people like Alex Jones, because Alex Jones, whether you want to hear it or not, is owned by his advertisers in those 200 plus radio stations, right? That allow him to pimp his products. And he has some good products. I'm not going to lie. I'm not a liar. I don't lie. His nascent iodine's amazing. He has good products, but he's a liar. Have you ever tried to mention the word Zionist if you're a call-in person to the Alex Jones show? Yeah. He'll hang up on you first. The veins will start popping out in his head. Yep, and he'll get this crazy look in his eyes, and he'll hang up on you. He's already told you folks that his kids are Jewish and they can, just like him, go live in Israel once things collapse here. Okay? Don't listen to me. Trust but verify. Yeah, even Alex Jones. Don't be a true believer. Be intellectually honest. That's why you're here. Just like the documentation I just provided, folks, I don't say anything without backing it up with supporting documentation, and I triple source everything. And in that vein, I'm going to show you another expose on Celine Dion and her new wear, right? Where she is partnering with two Zionists right there deep in the heart of darkness in Israel. Yep. So let's see if I can actually hear some audio on this one. Gotta laugh because I refuse to let the Zionist or the Freemasons or the Illuminati or whoever you want to call the heart of darkness. They all work together, folks. They all work together to collude so they can control everything. Because they can't compete in the arena of ideas, so they control everything and everybody. Well, that control is slipping away. And that's why they're silencing me, and that's why they have kept me hidden for so long. And that's why they have kept us isolated together in the Google Gulag, right? Because big banking, which is owned by the Zionist, big media, the mainstream media, owned and operated by the Zionist. So is big tech, right? They just got finished paying the mainstream media, wholly owned and operated by the Z Nation, folks, millions of dollars to produce exclusive content for cyberspace on their platform of lies and censorship. I mean, you got to laugh, folks. Like I said, they're not going to make me cry for mommy. Never. Never, ever. If I have to, I'll step on a soapbox and preach like the the crazy ones they like to call crazy, right? Because you're crazy if you point out the lies and the liars, right? And the true agenda of evil. And when I show you, folks, what I'm about to show you about Celine Dion, you're going to see exactly what the Z's are all about. They are the living dead, and they want to kill the rest of us by hook or crook, by any means necessary. They're going to destroy us if we let them. That being said, please support the show, folks. Please, please, please support the show. They made it impossible for me to make any money off my website. No advertising. There is an advertising blockade on my website, my news site. They made it impossible for me to make money on my YouTube videos. So the only way that I can continue to pay bills, the only way that I can continue to keep the lights on here at the show is with your help. So please support the show. Join the real resistance, folks, and that is the ACP 313, the Anti-COINTELPRO Show, and the Anti-COINTELPROShow.com, the ACP 313 red meat links. The PayPal donation is in the description bar of this video. It will be pinned to the top of this video because I need your help, folks, or I will stop being a thing. And you have to know, folks, for us people who are not monetized, we're not monetized for a reason. So that being said, this is Joe Wayne with the ACP 313, the Anti-COINTELPRO Show, and currently the Anti-COINTELPROShow.com until I can't pay that.